I'm reading between the lines. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you like his apology?
Skip, I like the fact that he apologized, so I gave him a 10. I don't believe it, so I took 10, so I gave it 0.
A 0.
Skip,
okay.
I don't know if he knows the universal meaning, but he says emotions got the best of me last night, gang.
Yep.
My bad, wasn't meant for you. Congrats on making the finals. Best of luck. Does he understand, like, when you say something and you cross your fingers, that means you don't mean it? Does he understand what that means? Normally somebody gives you the prayer hand. That means I apologize. If I say, hey, I promise I'm gonna come to the thing, and I cross my fingers, that means I'm not coming.
Yep.
Does Patrick Beverley understand what that symbol realizes? I didn't believe in Pat Bev. Okay, the shove wasn't meant for me. Who the hell you meant to shove? You shoved me, so who did you mean to shove?
Wasn't meant for you, yeah.
So who's it meant for?
I don't know.
Exactly. Skip, if you go kick somebody, man, my bad, dog, I ain't mean to kick you. That kick wasn't meant for you. Well, who'd you mean to kick? You kicked me, so who did you mean to shove? Crowder? DeAndre Ayton? Book?
No, Kaminsky.
Kaminsky? Yeah. Mikal Bridges? I'm trying to figure, who says you shove somebody, but the shove wasn't, Skip, I can see if I throw a water bottle, if I throw something. Yeah. Okay, it might accident, I'm not a pitcher, so my accuracy might be a little off. My bad, dog, I ain't mean to hit you. I was trying to aim for him. But if I walk up and I shove someone, that shove was meant for you. If you walk up and hit somebody, Skip, man, bro, I ain't meant to knock you out, bro. That was for somebody else. Dude, you hit me. So how would you get like in a situation like that, Skip? It's meant for someone else. Pat Bev ain't know how to move. Because remember, Skip, when he undercut, I still believe he undercut him. I didn't say he meant to do it, but he jumped up and he make a little thing. Now, then he gonna try to. And that's why Chris Paul didn't buy it then. When he talked about Chris, my bad, dog. You know, I ain't mean to do that. Chris Paul was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, get out my face. Yeah, I know you full of it. No, Skip, I don't believe, I have nothing. I put 0 weight in this apology. Okay. Because given his history, he's done it, and then he got his fingers crossed. Well, Skip, does he understand what fingers crossed means? Skip, we grew up. If you put your hand behind your back, you gonna do it? I promise I'm gonna do it. If you quit your finger, you cross your fingers, that means you not gonna do it. You don't mean what you say.
All bets are off. Yep. You got it. So, scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Pat Bev an 8, a +8, not a -8, a +8, because this was pure Pat Bev. This was pure sarcasm.
Yes.
This was apology with big quote marks around it.
Okay.
And he's laughing somewhere, chortling somewhere, because he went all the way to it wasn't meant for you. What? Like I said, maybe he mistook CP3 for Frank Kaminsky. Yeah. I don't know.
Or Sarich.
Yeah, right. Like one of those guys. Like, I don't know what he's talking about because he's laughing about it. It was tongue-in-cheek at best because he's still doing what he did. He's trying to clown Chris Paul.
Yes.
And it's why I love Pat Bev. It's not the classiest. It's not the most above board. It's not sportsmanlike.
Right.
But he's got none of that in him because he doesn't play that game.
Right.
He plays a gray area game because it's all he's got. He's about 6'1". He spent his first 5 or 6 pro years touring Europe, all over. He went to Russia and Greece. He went everywhere.
Right.
Spain. He had to play his way into the NBA the hardest way.
Correct.
And he scratched and he clawed up the ladder, and he became a pretty good player.
Yes, he carved out a nice little niche for himself.
And he made some money.
Yes.
And he's on a team now that loves him, and they always say he's the heartbeat of the team. And I think he was the heartbeat of the Phoenix series because I don't think they would have lasted as long, obviously without Kawhi, without Pat Bev playing the way he plays. It's not the prettiest. It's not the most outstanding way to play basketball, but all is fair in love and playoff basketball. And you know and I know at the highest level of the National Football League, you just do what you got to do.
Right.
It's barely within the rules, and occasionally it's slightly over the edge of the rules.
Right.
So I've never seen anything like what happened in Game 5 at Phoenix because, again, I disagree with you on what happened on the play. I just thought he was trying to fight hard over the pick.
He was, Skip. He was trying to fight hard. Okay. But what happened is that he ends up clipping Chris Paul's leg. Yep. Chris Paul is trying to jump into him and draw a foul.
He's trying to jump into him.
Yes, but Pat Bev gets by him, but his leg clips Chris Paul's legs.
Okay, but Chris Paul initiated the contact.
He tried to, but he missed it.
So he put himself in harm's way by throwing his legs out, and they went completely out from under him. And I'm just happy for Chris that he didn't break his tailbone because he came down with all his might on his tailbone.
Skip, let me ask you a question. If we're on the interstate and I'm trying to get over in front of you.
This sounds like road rage.
No. I'm trying to get over, I'm trying to get over in front of you, and you hit me in the back. What you think's gonna happen? You didn't mean to do it, but I got over. You hit me. You gonna get cited, Skip Bayless. That's just the way it's gonna get. That's just the way it is. Well, Pete tried to draw a foul on Pat Bev. Pat Bev went around the screen. He missed him, but his body clipped Chris Paul's legs.
Okay,
that's it.
And there's one more layer to this. If we could see it one last time, Ayton is coming hard into Pat Bev, and that's a moving screen to me, where he's pushing Pat Bev into it, so he gets sandwiched between Ayton and Chris Paul, trying to draw a foul. He's pushing, and he puts his legs into, he's moving. It's a moving pick. It could have been called. And so the point is, Pat Bev, who's the shrewdest operator, he says he's just trying to flop. And he in front of the Phoenix fans, he's clowning him, he's taunting him over flopping. Right. Because, listen, Chris Paul is a world-class flopping artist. Yeah. But so is Pat Bev. That's what they do.
Thank you.
Okay? And so he knows, it's like takes one to know one. Right. Well, you got it right.
Skip, look, I just think the thing is that given his history and the sincerity, I don't believe Chris Paul is Chris Paul's going to probably be PC and like, okay, fine, everything good, fam, we going to move on. But Chris Paul knows Pat Bev full of caca. He already knows that. Well, so ain't no sense in me wasting my time. Okay. I'm getting ready for the finals. I ain't nothing to talk about. This Patrick Beverley, that's in the past. He got to get ready because he is clicking. It's ticking. The clock is ticking because he said the next 5 years is going to be his, Steph Curry. So it's ticking. So he 2 years into that 5 years. So it's coming up on year 3. Yep. But, I mean, come on, man. People said he didn't get hurt. You can't look at an incident and say, well, because he didn't get hurt, everything's okay. Because just imagine, Skip, if everybody, well, he didn't get hurt or something no, that's not how you do it. The intent was there. He intentionally shoved Chris Paul. That's not a basketball play. No. They're not playing the game. They walk into the huddle. And he shoved the man, and then he gonna say, Skip, that wasn't for you. Well, I just need to know who the hell if somebody shoved me, my bad, Sharpe, that wasn't for you. Okay, but as soon as I read that line in the quote-unquote apology, then I knew it was just straight sarcasm. It wasn't meant for you. That's funny. Who does that? I mean, that's laughable. You'd have fired on somebody. And look at Chris Paul. You know Chris Paul. You remember when they got the meme of him, Steve Kerr. And Steve Kerr is trying to tell him something. Chris Paul's like, yeah. Man, you full of it. He got time for you. That's the same thing. He look at that Pat Bev like, Pat Bev, get out my face, man. I know you full of it. So Pat Bev just dug in and said, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. I'll see you next year. That's what he's saying. But, Skip, does he know what the cross the fingers mean when you issue an apology? I think he does. I don't think he does. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that the new age people don't realize that. But that's the thing. If you tell somebody you're going to do something and you cross your fingers, that means you're not going to do it. I think he's got a lot of old school in him. Okay. Well, I think he knows exactly what he is. Well, that further lets me know he's full of it. And Chris Paul like, nah, I'm good. I'm getting ready for the finals. Y'all gone. You gone. Why all that talking, though? Yep. I mean, you get the crowd up, and, he doing all that. You know what the message sent was? That we'll see you in the finals next year. Huh? Are you sure about that? No, I'm positive. You better hope that number 2 decides to come back. Oh, he'll come back. You better hope that number 2. He'll want to run it back. Uncle Dennis. Yeah. Now, you know Uncle Dennis might want some different perks. Yeah. He might not want no more Steve Ballmer perks. I'm more worried about Reggie Jackson, Mr. June. I just hope he's Mr. October with this team. No. Oh, now you want Reggie Jackson back up. Yeah. Reggie said he go. It's going to be like Tampa Bay. We're all going to come back and run it back. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure Kawhi wanting to come back? They said he was upset about how the medical staff. We will discuss that a little later in the show in depth. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.